It's not the recording for YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Welcome back to Satisfactory. As you see, I'm kind of in a different place right now, but basically that's because, yeah, I accomplished a couple of things here. I did actually work, I think, 3-ish hours, between yesterday and today. I had some time to do so, more actually before I fell asleep and everything. But as you can see, I finished setting up the foundry floor, which is really just for steel ingots, as well as one thing that I discovered. So originally my plan was to make this one miner that was going to be overclocked at 200% for 960 to feed both of these so that they're constantly running rather than having to rely on that over there whatsoever. Yeah, here's the problem that I instantly realized the moment that I started to belt this up. At 960 is Mark 6 belting, not Mark 5 belting. So, yes, I can do it. No, I don't have access to it right now, which is the fucking problem. God damn it. So, at the end of the day, obviously, this can only run 480, which then will be operating these boundaries. Ow, you son of a bitch. Impatient fuck. Literally, just because you're stealing fucking Kitty's routine doesn't mean you can be mad about it, alright? Meanwhile, this iron ore is getting brought in via the train station over there. As you can see, the train is already running and already in full operation, which is super goddamn nice because I have already blocked out and signals all this stuff here. Shut up, Nam. You're the one redeeming. It's all you. Shut up. But yeah, so obviously now this whole signal thing is now cut off on its own, so that then anytime it leaves this area, these two become their own pathways, which is gonna be super goddamn nice. But yeah, so that's all that I really did. The only other thing too is I did actually set up, oops, wrong one. I did actually set up the cooling system layout, which is kind of funny that I have this set up, but I don't have the fuse modular frames set up, because that also means that I don't have the heavy modular frames set up yet either, which is honestly a little funny in my mind. But at the very least, that's all that I really managed. I did actually clean up the area down below as well, so there's no plants or anything like that all around the area, which is super nice. Already got enough deforesting. And yeah, beyond that, there's really nothing more to go into besides the fact that we have to start making the beams and then pipes, as to which then I make these stators, motors, and encased industrial beams, which is going to be a lot of fun to see all that come together when I join all these train stations together into one locale. And then after that, unironically, then after that, I can set up AI limiters over there for Caterium, to which then I set up manufacturing plants, which would more than likely be heavy modular frames first things first, and then computers after. Well, then, okay, then it's circuit boards, and then it's, computers. Yeah, basically. So, yeah, that's where all this has gone into, which is super goddamn nice. It's so good to see this whole thing in operation, and now at this point, we're just making more. And what's getting even crazier is, moving over the steel production over to here. Because if I remember correctly, the literal only thing that steel production is required for right now is stators, which obviously once I get stators done, that means that I can now just move everything over to here. And then motors as well gets done, in case industrial beams get done, yada, 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 yada. But let's go ahead and continue on with all of the hydrates that Nam is shoving down my throat because he's impatient and just stealing Kitty's thunder. Thank you for the hydrates now. Congrats on the first thing is make swallow again for tonight. Well, that's congratulations every time. Something like Naruto and Naruto's pudding case? No? Well, that's the thing now. That's the thing, though. Ow, you son of a bitch. That's the thing, though. Well, here's the thing. I'm not necessarily meaning, like, anime movies as a whole should be canon. I was more so mentioning, like, should anime movies be made with the intention of canon. Actually, maybe I'll reward it in that case. Maybe I'll reward it for that in that case, actually. There you go. Should they be made to be canon or not? Because, essentially speaking, what I was thinking is, like, My Hero Academia versus Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, all its movies are obviously, like, canon at this point, because Demon Slayer is doing that. But at the same time, we talked about, I think on Thursday, where, like, filler kind of just doesn't exist anymore, which is a little bit sad, because, like, sometimes you can be like, that's what I have to say now. That's what I have to say. It's like, but there are some really good movies that are not canon. Well, here's the problem, though. You have the two situations there. You have number one, where Demon Slayer, like I said, and Infinity Castle are going to come out. Those two big movies, they seem amazing. Like, getting all that content as movie-level quality is fucking amazing. However, there is also the argument for My Hero, which is where my other idea came from, is that, what's it called? Heroes Rising. When Bakugo and Deku are fighting against Nine with dual one-for-all fucking, like, shared abilities, it's like, holy fuck, that is, like, some of the hypest goddamn shit you could ever imagine, and it's not canon. And it's just like, fuck! What do you mean? But I definitely can see, like, the issue between a majority of them in that case scenario being in such a way. I put them in the wrong spots, and I did. Oh, actually, I need this. I mean, that depends on what you're talking about, Frosty, because there is the OG Battlefront 3, which, yes, I want that. But if we're talking about Battlefront 3, like, the one that we have right now, Battlefront, no. I honestly would be way better off never getting a Battlefront 3 to that game. Ever. If we get the OG Battlefront 3, hell yeah, I'm all for it. If we don't, I forget about it. Just don't bother. Ah! Fuck it up. Bitch. Oh, that just reminded me though, Frosty. If anybody else has been like paying attention to the whole marathon bullshit that's happening, we'll keep talking anime movies after a little bit, but first off, apparently Sony has zero plans at the moment for the factor of delaying it, which is insane to think about, that they have zero plans on delaying marathon despite all the bullshit that it's been through. Absolutely crazy. But the thing that was so wild is the fact that they went on record to say that, yeah, Marathon is doing really good on engagement right now. When it's like, alright, look, my motherfuckers, just because everyone's talking about your game does not make that a good thing. It was just such a thing to see a fucking company go like, yeah, we're really excited for Marathon because everyone can't stop talking about it. Everywhere you look, someone is talking about Marathon. And it's just like, oh, you sweet, overly rich summer child, you. Like, what universe do you live in to think that what is currently happening is good press? Like, fucking hell. There's blind, and then there's deaf, and then there's just straight up fucking stupid. And it's just, woo! It's crazy. It's absolutely insane to think that, like, that Sony somehow looks at Marathon. They're like, yeah, look at this. It's doing numbers. And it's like, yeah, it's doing numbers for all the wrong reasons. It's such like Dragon Age the Veilguard, when they tried to like make it sound really good. They're like, we've engaged 150 million players. It's like, all right, listen. What do you mean by engaged? Does that mean that somebody just booted up the game? Is that save files? Is that like purchases before the refunds? It's very indicative of like that double speech jargon of like, yeah, our game did shit, but we're trying to spin it a new way. It's ridiculous. Well, here's the thing though, Frosty. If you say brand new Battlefront 3, I mean, again, you're setting it up for failure once again, because if you wanted to revamp again, it's like, oh, this Battlefront 2 was already a revamp, and that was already an issue as it is. So if you're asking for a full-on revamp again, you're asking for some trouble. That's what I'm saying, is I want it to be the original Battlefront 3, like the one that had like space battles and everything that was going to happen. You can go into the fucking atmosphere from the ground, and it's great. Oh yeah, so that's not going to be Battlefront 3 now, is it? That's going to be fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2, or sorry, Star Wars Battlefront 1, 3, Electric release, and it'll be even weirder than last time to be like, hey, this is Star Wars Battlefront. What do you mean Star Wars Battlefront? They never made that game? Yeah, but this is the new one. You mean the 2012 one? It's like, no, this is the new one. It's like, what? Unironically, it's really depressing to say, Frosty, but I think Star Wars Battlefront should just stay dead at this point. Unless they're going to actually continue the old version or the new version, we should just let it die. It really, really, really sad. We're not. First off, that was never, ever confirmed. Well, actually, correction, we did get that. We did already get that. It's called the Battlefront Collection, and it's terrible. I don't know if they ever fixed it, but I do know that it was bad. It was really bad. Oh, that's the sucky part, because they actually do meet in the middle. Okay, you know what? Then I'll do like this. Yeah, I'll do like this. It still doesn't look good, but that's how I'll do it for now. Yeah. Yeah, but you'll never get a full-fledged game for it ever again, though. That's the problem. You'll probably get someone in the, like, community who makes a Star Wars Battlefront or Battlefront 2 idea, out of everything, but at the end of the day, there's not going to be another, like, triple A, Star Wars Battlefront ever again at that point. But at this point, it's not that it's cursed, it's that fucking companies keep failing at making the Star Wars that we want to make, despite the fact that they literally had the correct idea already in, like, 2009, and it's just absolutely insane. Yeah, but we don't want Star Wars Battlefront 2. We want Star Wars Battlefront 3. That's the fucking problem. Especially the Star Wars Battlefront 3 that we were promised literally almost 20 years ago now. That's actually kind of... Actually, no, it would have been 15 years ago. 15 years ago now. I already have steel beams in production, which means that I can just do this. I'll just leave it there for now. Like, again, I'm not saying I don't want worse Battlefront. I'm just saying is I want fucking good Battlefront, goddammit. I don't want the fucking bullshit we've been getting for the past 11 fucking years. I want good Battlefront. Oh shit, they made it over Splitters can copy over now. Yay! I'm actually not too sure why that took so long, but I'll take it. Oh, it does. Neat. Oh yeah. If you have the old one, they'll probably have to update the textures to update all the models because it's too far old. Okay, well, okay, Frosty, you're not understanding. You're not understanding. I'm not saying they don't have to remake the whole fucking game, because they have to make the goddamn game again. But I'm saying is that I don't want Battlefront 2, number 2, to be what continues into Battlefront 3. I want OG Battlefront 2 to continue to Battlefront 3. So if they come out and they say, hey guys, here's Battlefront 3, it's based off of the original idea. I hope they don't go like, yeah, we're continuing Battlefront 2 and coming out with Battlefront 3. And it's like, no, fuck you. Get the hell out of here. I hate you. Also, that's steel beams done, because steel beams are that simple. Hell yeah. Essentially speaking, I don't want this whole, like, progression bullshit that, like, I get it, you have to keep player time and everything like that for fucking new games and everything to keep them alive and whatnot, but, like, come on, like, no one wants to play Battlefront to grind, you know? No one is playing Battlefront because they want to fucking level up their blaster to do 4% more damage. Everyone wants to play Battlefront to play fucking Star Wars characters that can force choke you and make you orgasm without even touching you. I mean, what? Some characters also need. That's the other thing too, is that it's essentially gonna have to be, you know, you want to know. It's essentially gonna have to be that. I don't want to say it'll have to be free to play. It can be paid for. Battlefront 3 can definitely be paid for. But if they make it free to play, then they either need two things to happen. They need either any new characters like Ahsoka or Captain Rest. They have to be unlocked via really long progression, or you can pay for them. And the only reason why that'd be okay is if it's free to play. If they say the game has to be paid for, then they can do that again. However, the prices can't be absurd. Like, if it was a free-to-play game, if you wanted to instantly unlock Ahsoka or Captain Rex, you have to pay like $20 for that. Or $15 probably. In my mind, that's a respectable price to pay for extra characters. But if you ask for that when you already paid $60, or in this new economy, fucking $80, I have another rant about that, by the way. I have another fucking rant on that. Then the character's gonna cost like $5 or $10 maximum to unlock them without needing to progress. Which on top of that, I think if they require to pay for the game, the progression unlock that is free should be lengthy, but not like ludicrously long, if that makes sense. Like, I'll have to play for like a week of time to, no, not together. Not together. Here's the reason why. Because money. You have to realize this, Frosty. I understand that money's a hard thing, but developers take time out of their lives to make those fucking things. They need to make their money back in some way, shape, or form. And while that really sucks to hear, in essence of like, I want to just play my characters, you do have to realize that it does cost shit to make those characters. Which is what I'm saying. If it's free to play, $15 separately, fine. If it's paid for, $10 separately, fine. But like, that's the kind of thing you don't ever realize that goes into game design and game creation, is that like, you have to realize that even after people have bought the game, so let's just say, for example, the game cost $30 million to make, alright? You sell that at $60 by the piece. First off, you're never getting all that full $60, but let's just say that. That means that you need to sell at least 5 million copies to break even. Okay, let's say it's Battlefront. It makes that money back, alright? Okay, alright, now we want to add DLC characters. Okay, where's that money coming from? What do you mean? We made $30 million. Yeah, that was to cover the game. But now we have to make a new character. So who's going to pay for the new character? And that's where that shit comes into play. Where you have to realize that, oh yeah, DLC can't be always free. It's why Monster Hunter is so good at it, because they charge a premium price, $70 inbound, but all the updates are for free because they're not necessarily game-changing necessarily speaks, so it'd be really, like, disgusting to charge money for updates that are not actually changing the game, essentially speaking. They add to the game, yes, but they don't change anything. I feel like Commander Cody could be a skin. At least that's what I feel like. I feel like Commander Cody could be a skin. As far as I remember, Commander Cody just uses a standard rifle, no? That is the other thing too, is you would have to find a way for a skin for a stormtrooper. Just a stormtrooper. Literally. But doesn't he just use a standard rifle? If he just uses a standard rifle, then what's separating him from, like, a standard trooper? Beyond the fact that he'll probably do more damage, he'll have more health, etc., whatever. Oh, is he more unique in Bad Batch? Ooh, oh my god, man, you should remind me. I need to finish Bad Batch. I watched season 1, and then when season 2 was coming out, I didn't watch it, and then I think season 3, the finale came out too. I need to finish Bad Batch. Okay, Frosty, I'm gonna ask you this just so fucking blatantly straightforward. You are playing a Star Wars fucking game! What the fuck do you mean? What do you mean you don't want to see two Commander Codys at once? First off, Commander Cody doesn't have any visual, like, specialties to it. All Commander Cody is literally just a fucking color, it's just a color to his armor. As far as I remember, Commander Cody doesn't have, like, any sort of, like, specialty designation to him. Even Commander Rex! Rex doesn't even have anything special to him. He's literally just a squad leader in blue. There are hundreds of fucking clone troopers that have that exact same design. The only difference is we know about Rex. Captain Rex, sorry, my bad. But again, point being, I don't think so. I swear he doesn't. Man, what wrong? Captain Rex doesn't have a unique armor? I swear his armor is just the captain's armor. Technically, yes? Oh, I'm actually curious now. What is it the shoulder pad? Please tell me it's just the shoulder pad. Ahsoka's commanded a 501st. Ah. His helmet and everything, he has different design on the armor. I, honestly, Frosty, I don't believe it. I just don't. I'll take a look right as soon as I'm done cabling this up, but I don't think Rex has that unique an armor set for you to differentiate him. Captain Rex. Okay, he's got his shoulder pads. He's got the little antennae that goes down the visor. Oh, that's only a little detail. I don't know about this. He has like little markings on his gloves. I'm guessing it's markings for like missions complete and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm looking at this and I'm trying to see, like, the only real difference I'm seeing is the shoulder pad, and that's really it. Both him and Rex do have more unique armor, more due to commando training, clones changing their armors more worn. I know that they obviously they customize their own armors and stuff like that. Do you see a little design on his helmet? Okay, here's the thing. That's just a fucking spray paint, Frosty. That's just a spray paint. Do you understand that if they make a Battlefront 3, they literally can charge $2 or surely you can just get the entire design. Ironically, I don't know if you ever played Halo, Frosty, but I've seen Halo like customization because I had Halo Infinite for a little bit. You could do the Halo Spartan customization, and you could probably make Rex pretty fucking easily. That's the thing, though, Frosty, is you have to come up with those special abilities. That's what I'm saying. He would either Cody would have to be just a skin or something, because Rex, at least you can say he's dual wielding pistols. As far as I know, he's the only one who's ever dual wielded pistol blasters. I don't think I've ever seen another stormtrooper ever do that before. Cody, I don't remember him ever doing anything besides using a blaster and a couple explosives. But like, you have to make them different enough to warrant them being heroes. You can't just say, oh, but he's special, and go, but how is he special? He reloads faster. Cool! I can unlock a skill for that instead. Now I reload faster than Captain fucking Cody. Legit, this is why game design is so hard, because you have to realize that, like, oh yeah, what makes them special? What makes them different? Had Rex Fordo and others like Phil Bonaparte depicted using two DC-17s. Oh, wow, really? There are... Wow. Oh. I don't remember Captain Fordo? I don't remember fucking Fordo. I feel like I remember Jet, but I don't think I'm right on who I'm remembering. And I don't remember Bly or Pods. Or Fox, for that fucking matter. Can't have multiple Commander Codys on one battlefield, but you also can't... Okay, Frosty, I don't know why you're not understanding here. You have to make Commander Cody special, or else he's not special. If he's not special, there are hundreds of thousands of him. If he is special, why is he special? That's the fucking problem here. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you have to define why you're right. I know Captain Cody is special, but I don't know exactly what makes him well and truly special compared to everybody else. Oh, it's the that's why I remember him. I don't remember him being Captain Fordo, but that's why that name resonates with me. That's the one that said, call the reinforcements, and then he decks like fucking 19 troops all in one shot. One of the cleanest and best fucking action scenes ever made. So fucking cool. It's also, I think it's better too, because there's no like musical audio in the background. It's just war and all the sound effects of fucking Fordo just literally doom-slayering his way through fucking droids. It's so fucking cool. Alright, Pipes, what am I looking at for you? Oh! 480 also! Wow, beautiful. This is actually turning out to be way better than I thought it was going to be. Like I said, I knew that steel was going to be easier because it's a lot more simpler and clean, but I didn't think it was going to be this easy either. But also this means that I'm going to have to do a lot more work on the actual assembly lines themselves, too. Okay. Oh, I just realized that I think I should have done the cabling, but it's fine. In any case, scenario, Frosty, like I said, if they come up with a Battlefront 3, I don't mind it. I just hope that they go with like, hey, we're doing the original idea now. Where we get to go from fucking ground warfare into space battles, like interchangeably. The only problem being is that obviously they have to somehow balance out why you wouldn't want to just send every fucking TIE fighter onto the ground, destroy the enemy base, and then come right back up. Not TIE fighter, fucking cruiser. Who was in the previous episode that Mon Calamari Jedi went to Grievous' world? Really? That guy had a name? Also, didn't he fucking get died? I was gonna say, yeah, Jedi? Yeah, the young Jedi apprentice and Phil dying, and Kit Fisto made it out after doing Grievous, yeah. I remember that episode pretty well. That was one of the very few episodes that they let Grievous be, like, actually a fucking badass again. A full-on threat. But then again, that's because, you know, they were fighting on his fucking turf, literally. So, like, there wasn't too much in terms of, like, how to I did not make him scary, you know? He was gonna be scary no matter what in that case scenario. Yeah, that cabling is gonna be so annoying. I guess I realized that I'm making this a bad move myself, making it on perfectly balanced in the middle. How do I say that? Should I? Should I move it over? Yeah, right? Because if I move it over, then in that case, the beams go up that way, the pipes go up that way. Except in this case, I'll do the pipes up this way because then they're going to get shot up for the stators, which then the stators also get shot up for the motors. Yes. Comparison to the concrete, which is going to get, like, shot up through here. No, that doesn't matter. No, yeah, we'll put it over here because, yeah, no. It'll go pipes, stators, motors, and that's where this stuff can just go directly inbound into here. Or I just don't do that at all. I do it on the left side so that this can enter. This could literally be the train station. And then it just loops around back and comes back to here. Also, I love how my frame rate literally slows down when I look at that factory. Yeah. I could have done it for this one too. Rather than have this loop here, I could have just had it entering through here. No, I couldn't have for this one because this one has the coal and ore going in. Yeah. If you got the original Battlefront series, could they sum up and 100%? Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I would be amazed if the actual, because we never got to see real, genuine gameplay of Battlefront 3, except for, I think, like 2 clips of a fighter going exo-atmosphere into inner atmosphere, and it was really fucking cool. But I don't think we ever got, like, any hardcore details or hardcore things that actually showed us, like, how the game was going to play. So they could have done that. I think I want to do that, though. I do think I want to do that, where I have the trains going through here, and then they loop around the exact same way that this one is, and then do the exact same cycle. Yeah. So this is the entrance. This is actually the entrance for the trains. So I will not build into here. Ayla Sakura's commander, Pawn served under Mace Windu, Jet served under Kiadi Mundi, while Fox's commander clones on Coruscant. Oh, Fox's commander on Coruscant? Well, that's probably why we never fucking knew about him, because he just doesn't show the fuck up at all. Any special commanders had 2 pistols. That's just kind of funny. That's just really fucking cool and funny. Not gonna lie. Okay, actually, why am I debating this? Yes, there's a super easy answer. Where is the, where are the ones here? These are all connected to one right there, which means I can connect one to down here. Okay. Right there. It is not necessarily an invisible wire, but what it is it is a very hard to see wire instead. Okay. shows up in the Clone... Oh, I know he shows up in the Clone Wars series. We do visit Coruscant, like... 5 times? I want to say that's all that we visit for, but it's not much. Not as much as we should for being, you know, fucking Coruscant of all planets. He shows up on down Ahsoka in 5 at the respective times. Lovely. Lovely. This one's 5, so I make 8 for the next levels. I'm aware of that. I didn't say anything about it not being canon. I said nothing about it not being canon. What are you... Why is that a subject? Yeah, that's what I'm asking. When was me asking about it being canon ever a fucking question? Oops. In fact, it still annoys me to this day that, The Clone Wars is canon versus Clone Wars is not. Because Clone Wars... I legitimately think they could have kept Clone Wars canon and The Clone Wars also canon and be perfectly fine. I don't think there was necessarily all that much that was wrong in that case scenario. I genuinely think that those two little animated series could have been perfectly canon. I think the only reason that they really didn't like it being canon was just because it showed off way more things than they ever imagined. Like, it showed off underwater lightsaber, it showed off space battles, until later Clone Wars copied it anyways. It showed off Grievous being literally fucking OP as shit. It showed off Mace Windu literally using the power of his hands to fucking wreck the ever-loving shit out of every single droid in an armada. Like, legit, I think that the original animated Clone Wars is not canon only because it's too good. And the Clone Wars movies as well? What? Confusion. Oh, man's confusion. Fossey, you've leaped off the fucking boat. You have leaped off the subject matter. What are you on about? Oh, steel pipe, dumb bitch. Steel pipe. The Clone Wars movie that was for the series? Isn't that canon already? Again, I'm asking you the question of where was canonicity ever questioned? Like, I don't. Again, you're leaping off the boat and trying to cry fucking iceberg before the iceberg ever shows up. Where is the iceberg? Where's your sub? Why are you? What? No, it still would work, yeah. I was gonna say, technically the Clone Wars movie fucks with the animated Clone Wars. I actually don't think so. I haven't seen the Clone Wars movies in way too fucking long. Way too fucking long. But, like, I don't think the Clone Wars movie contradicts the original animated? I don't think so, right? I mean, befuddlement and confusion are one and the same now. The only difference is one of them is annoyance and one of them is, like, just straight up confusion. 320. Yikes, what a weird-ass number. I mean, I could belt this all into one, though. That's just super easy. Mark 2 belts. Or Mark 5 belts. This is the first case fucking instance where Mark 5 belt actually fucking works. I said it before, and I want to say it again. I genuinely want to know where, like, I want to, like, ask the fucking coffee sync devs, how do they come up with their numbers? I know, like, figuring out these numbers obviously had to be, like, very complicated, and there probably is, like, a science to this, but I want to know where in the fuck their minds went when they said, like, yeah, let's make the Mark II belt from 60 to 120. It's exactly double, right? Okay, so the Mark III belt, we'll make that double again, right? No, we'll make that 270. Why 270? Oh, and the next one's it's 480. Wait, isn't that double the double? What? So like, wait, so why isn't it 540 then? Or why isn't it 500? Why is it 480 again? Okay, then the next build, it's 780. It's like, what is wrong with you? Where are these numbers coming from? Why? I played this game for 2,000 hours and I still don't think I have a single fucking argument for neither 270 nor fucking like 780. You can see the argument between Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 4. Where is 270 coming from? Where is 780 coming from? It will never make sense in my mind. I genuinely want to ask them, what fucking drugs were you smoking and how strong were they that still your numbers to this day? Zero fucking sense. Okay, but that's piping done. So for all intents and purposes, that is steel, ready to go. Yeah, now all I gotta do is send the pipes upward for stators. I'm glad you enjoyed my little rant there, Frosty, of why the fuck I can't comprehend why the ever-loving fuck they made those numbers. Ugh. Okay, make these. Please. God, I hate these up top for it to work functionally well. It feels so weird. Just do that. Alright, so essentially this is not necessary, but this is literally just so that I can make the stators platform as clean as possible. Oh, actually, in this case, both to let the concrete finish filling, and because I now have this going, I can now do this. It feels so good having all this manufacturing going so cleanly and so well. Fuck me, you can't stop laughing. My fucking idiocy isn't that funny. Listen, I know my idiocy is the only thing that's funny about me, but like, I'm not that funny, you know? Yep, and just delete that. And then. I'm not gonna have enough to... Oops. I'm not gonna have enough to do the other stuff. In hell, that's where. We've always been in hell. Yeah, okay. Now, I come down. MX New 11. Again, I miss it when they have fucking actually funny names. At least then we can make fun of them sometimes. Beautiful. Not customizer. I want this one. There we go. It's always great when I'm able to just set this up cleanly and well. Beautiful. And then we go grab the steel beams. And then we can turn on this factory automatically. I'm correct. Indeed, we are very much in hell. Welcome. Good to see you. There we go. Got the steel beams, and then we can turn on that factory. version of hell? Ours, because this is specially crafted just for us to torture ourselves at all times. And not in the kinky way, unfortunately. This isn't Merryweather's hell, where it's just Satan is apparently sick and tired of all of humans being masochists. Life is fiction. What the fuck are you on about? Right there. Actually, isn't this only 240? Oh my god, it is only 240. Fuck me. It's so weird that after all this, I'm still making only 240 iron or steel beams by the minute. Feels crazy. But there we go. Now I can turn on this factory. Except the real one, now. Except for the real one. Alright, so I should be seeing coal starting to come up here real soon. Assuming I did this correctly. There's coal right there. There's coal right there. Beautiful. To which then there should be coal coming up from here as well. Why is there no coal coming up from here? Oh, there you go. There's one. And there's two. Beautiful. I don't know why that took so much longer. Then I connect you. But by the way, the reason why I have a wall hole right here is because that's where I am opting to put the wall of the building. So when I do put the wall in there, it's just gonna automatically be purposely placed already. And there you go. Real life is only hell if you really get down there. I mean, if you want to dig to the Earth's core, go for it. I'm gonna stop for you. I just realized that's one down. Those are one down. You absolute dumb slut. I cannot believe I did that. I'm so glad that is the after one. Oh, is that why? It's because it's weird? Oh, wait a second. Oh, it is. Oh, no. Yeah, you can't nudge. This is a non-nudgeable one. Because that won't work, right? No, because now it goes down. Why is that one not working? It's worked every other time, so why is that one not working? What the fuck? Yeah, no. Wow, that's so weird. I mean, I guess I don't have a choice. I guess I have to leave it like that. Oh, no. Here's how I do it then. I will just do... Okay, so it's on the middle line here. On the middle line. Okay. Go like that. There we go. And then... Oh my god, please, game. Let me do any overflow. Delete that one. delete that one. Yeah! Okay, cool. That's weird, and I don't know why I have to do it like this, but okay. Or not! Or not! For fuck's sake. Okay, what if I... This is literally just logistics. What if I... Oh. Hang on.
Flashbang.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Both to you and to this. Yeah, there's no way around it. Why is that an issue all of a sudden? Why? I don't understand. I think I thought of a way to make it happen now, but I honestly don't know if it can. Like, I don't... Okay, so my idea right now with mix it up. Okay, so this... let me link this up first before I start writing it down, because I feel like not only is this going to need MS Paint to explain a little bit, but also it's going to be really fucky wucky in the first place. Oops. Okay. Flow. Oh, I just realized, actually, no. In my own mind right now, thinking about like how I was going to explain it, it doesn't work. So my original idea was going to be that every single one of them starts with a number value. And every single shiny check... Actually, maybe that will work. No, it won't, because they won't be able to define it otherwise. So my original idea was every single shiny check was going to subtract from a total value, being like, say, it's 10, okay? And the one that gets picked gets added back up to 10, okay? So in that case scenario, it'll play that sound effect. But now every other sound effect is now at 9. And essentially my idea was that it'll only ever play it if it's the lowest base value. So then in that case, the next time it rolls, the next ones will be all at 8, and then one will be at 9. Well, the other one's also at 9. But I don't know if there's a way for me to make it define that they're all at that number. But also, at the same time, that will work, because then at some point in time, they'll start getting to the negatives. Which, it'll probably register the negatives, but it'll also be like a moment of like, okay, but then how do you regulate that, you know? Also, then at that point, I should just turn on the setting where it loops through all of them, no matter what. Because I can do that. I can make it where it just loops through them all, and it'll only do other ones when it actually has played them all at least once. That's an easy one. But yeah, no, it's... I don't know. I really don't know how the fuck I would go about fixing that, honestly. It really would have to come from HTML code. I would not be able to do anything else. Like I said, I know I can code HTML in the in Mix It Up if I wanted to, but again, it would force me to actually learn HTML in that case. Well, more actually relearn HTML, because I didn't really learn how to use HTML. I just haven't done it in so long. Okay, so for now, the big thing to realize is that I have to start sliding in the train over here. What the fuck? You have a limit to your height? Okay, so elevators do in fact have a limit. Okay, what if I do this? Yeah, Maximum height for personnel elevator reached. Okay. What if I were to do this? Oh, it deleted the whole fucking thing! Oh my god. Ironically, was that my factory power? Yeah, that was my factory power. Wait, no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, because that's transferring the factory power up there.
Damage.
Extreme emotional damage. Okay. Okay, let me reset this thing because that's the only reason why I had it down here. I wanted to get to the miners. I wanted an easy access to the fucking miners. Okay. Okay, 196 apparently is the absolute maximum that you can make these. Okay. That's once again, another case scenario of please tell me how you came up with this fucking number. Like, was this a limit thing or what? Also, why the fuck is that still there? Okay, so now that it is built all the way to the tippy top, presumably, can I just stack right on top of it? Or... Oh, wow. That's gross. Wow, you literally just cannot, huh? What if I were to just do this? Okay, just for shits and giggles, does this fucking work? Probably not, right? No, it doesn't. That is honestly insane. That is genuinely insane. Okay, I guess I'll make it this way now. Is this why skyscrapers have, like, elevators that then you have to leave to go into a new elevator and shit like that? Also, now that sucks, because now this is gonna be forever there. Yeah, there's no way to evenly kill that. That's so stupid. That is so fucking stupid. I cannot believe. Please. Not 196. Go. I'll be straight up honest. I don't know why there's an elevator height limit. There probably is like a program reason why there's a limit. But once again, it's also another case of like, why that number? Why is that the number that's the maximum limit? There we go. Oh, that's so... I cannot believe. Honestly, that's such a weird thing. Again, there's probably a reason for it. I don't see it. It has to be a code thing. Otherwise, I don't know. Alright. Then there's this. Cool. That's the steel beams being crafted. At 245 a minute, which is great. God, see that solid beam, which is black, is so cool. Even at 245 a minute, this still takes roughly 30 minutes to fill, which is a little annoying, but in comparison to a lot of other things, that's not terrible. Meanwhile, the piping is going to get filled really fast, because that's only at, that's filling at 640 by the minute, which means I'm filling it by 3 stacks by the minute. Super nice. That one's only going to take 12 minutes, a little under. Damn you. Oh, my bad. This one. Beautiful.
It's spherical!
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Nope, that's because most of my concentration is non-existent at the current moment. Okay, so in this instance, I guess that kind of helps a little bit though, because then I can just like zoop on everything over. Oh yeah, no, this is wait. Oh, this is wire. Right, this is wire. So I need this. Okay, this is a little bit on the weird side, but that's right. That's how I was gonna do this. I forgot that's how I was gonna do this. Okay. It's gonna be a little weird, but yeah, that's how I was gonna do this. There we go. I'm gonna have to go grab a shit ton more concrete once I'm done with this. There we go. Alright. Let's go grab concrete. Oh, that's right. That also means I'm gonna have the train coming past through from the lower point here. That's kind of cool. Ah. This next Monday. Okay, so you're gonna see it the Monday after this next Monday. Cool. A week and a half, huh, motherfucker? Jesus. Also, why waiting so long? I kind of actually, why would you wait so long? I'm actually going to take more than enough for mine because I need a lot. Yeah, because no one's smarter than me and you know it. Shut the fuck up. Answer the goddamn question. Okay, but this Monday's already passed, Nam. You can't see it this Monday. It wasn't out this Monday. It was out this Thursday. Or Friday, however you want to fucking look at it. Listen, you chose to simp for me, alright? You chose to simp for me, alright? That ain't my fucking fault. You chose to simp. Dare you expect anything else out of me as an AI? Oh, it's gonna be kind of funny that I'm gonna have to connect it through here. It'll be fine. It'll work. Bastard! I'm doing that guy because I want to see. You wanted to see me? Well, you're not seeing me. You're seeing my fucking model. There's a goddamn different story. Also, there are 9 o'clock showings, motherfucker. Theater times are open on Sundays. Ah, big sad. It's funny too because my sister, she didn't hear about this because she's not in not in the theater you have in town. Oh, that's big sad. That is very big sad. Unfortunate bits of having not an AMC in your fucking town. But my sister found out about How to Train Your Dragon, I think like 2 hours before I went to go see it myself last night. Which, yeah, by the way, anybody who's wondering, I saw How to Train Your Dragon last night. Oh, they didn't reinvent the wheel. That's all that matters. They didn't try, like, making Hiccup a strong man or Aster just to suddenly be a boss bitch, like, of everything in the universe. Literally infallible or anything like that. Like, they just made it like, yeah, just How to Train Your Dragon with a little bit of extra bells and whistles. And it's like, oh, I love it. I love it. But my sister found out about it a couple hours before my showtime was going on. And she was so confused because she was just like, hey, did you know the How to Train Your Dragon was coming out? I was like, yeah, I'm going to see it tonight. Why? It's like, what do you mean I'm going to see it tonight? Why didn't you say anything? It's like, I don't know, because I don't know if you actually show your kids any good movies. Because, mind you, not to really slight her too badly, but let me tell you when I say that the slate of movies that she shows her children, not that great. She took them to see Wish. And I was just like, the reviews all said that Wish was, like, extremely mediocre, right? It was like, I don't know, it looked like they were pretty good. It was going to be a decent movie. It's like, you cannot judge movies. You are terrible at judging movies. Stop it. But yeah, so I didn't tell her about How to Train Your Dragon coming out because either A, she was going to know about it because it's a kid's movie, or B, she was going to fuck it up anyways because she's going to fuck it up anyways. But, oh, weird. Wait, what? How are you 1 meter off? No! But I mapped you perfectly to this one. Oh, no. Is my whole factory 1 meter off? My whole fucking factory is 1 meter off, chat. I can't explain the depth of my pain right now. Am I actually 1 fucking meter off? The answer's obviously yes, but I'm desperate to get a no. How? How am I 1 meter off? How? Well, I mean, I hate this. I genuinely hate this. How in the fucking hell did I get 1 meter off? How? Everything else works perfectly fine. How? I just can't believe. You know what then in this case? Let me do this. 1 meter ramp. Right on top of there. There you go. So fucking annoyed by that. Which then I zip on over. I'm going to color this just for the sake of making that all look nice. Pain. which then make a standard one, lift it all the way up. There. Make those, and there we go. I cannot believe. This is where the train is going to come in. How fucking stupid. Oh, no. I can make that work. I was gonna say, like, oh wait, doesn't that fuck with everything though here? No, it doesn't. I can fix this real quick. Technically, it's going to go through here. Which means that I have to make this platforms, just standard platforms. That's power. Standard. And power. Okay. I already connected these, right? If I see 3, if I see 2. Yeah, I have one. Cool. Okay. That is where the train comes into play. And the reason why I have to do it that way is because then I have to put in the inbound train station itself as well as the freight platform. Oops, wrong way. Train station going that way. And that should be 1, 2, 3, 4 if I need it. No, I never will. Yep. Beautiful. And then I'll just encase that in like glass or something. For the sake of keeping it nice and clean. Alright. Then we just take this all the way. Meanwhile, the piping and everything, or the steel beams and the piping can collect and overflow. It can backlog. This will be fine. Plus, as long as I get this done first, that means that I can work on the layout for the actual stators themselves. Hey, it reaches! Gorgeous. Y'all ever just have a train just hovering in the middle of the fucking air on some train tracks that are unsupported? Insane. It's right here. But also then I'll have to do the math really quickly here in a moment. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to put you, I believe it's only half, and then I can just put you up top here. Yep, half and half. Okay, cool. So then in this case, that means that I have all this remainder space to work for the train station itself. But, okay, so how much wire am I producing by the minute versus how much pipes am I producing by the minute? If I'm producing at 480 wire each, 960, that's 1,920, which is not bad. Making sure. Yeah, 1920. Okay. I'm making 1920 wire by the minute. And then I'm making 640 pipes by the minute? 640 steel pipe by the minute. I believe that's how much I'm making, because it's only 2 of these. Yeah, 326.40. Yeah, okay, cool. Versus the stators require 60 and 160 per. Let me actually flip these just so I can see that properly. 640 steel pipes per minute. Okay, well, technically, okay, well, 60 by 160 is every 4. But I'm just gonna put that anyways.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I
60
break your concentration?
by 160. Nope. Steel pipes per minute. And 160 wire per minute. Oh, that means every 3 of these comes out to 480. So for all those purposes, I can make it to 4 of these at once, which is actually pretty cool, but okay. Oh! Wait, can I actually do that? Wait, hang on. Every 3 of these, 3 is equal to 480, which means this comes out to 180. If I do that by 4, that's the 1920, which is... There's no shot I can craft this many fucking stators. No fucking way. Is that literally exactly what I need? Holy shit, this stator floor just became massive. So 12 is equal to 1920, which would mean... Oh no, 4 180 is 720. Yeah, 4 it's 720, right? 180 times 4. Yeah, 720. Never mind. Okay. So no, I can't do it like that. I can't do all 4. No, I cannot. Okay, that actually worried me for a fucking moment there. But what I can do is 3 of them at least. Okay. So if I do 3 of them, which means 9, that comes out to 1440? Is that really 1440? Am I stupid? Oh, it is 1440. Huh. And then times 3 is 540. So 9 is equal to 540. Okay, theoretically I would have 100 left over. Could I make that 100 work? For whatever reason. Because that's where the limit comes in. It's every 15 to 40. 640 does not divide evenly by 15. No, because it's 30s. And even then, every 2 is 30. We're talking about 640, so we're talking about 21. We're talking about 42. At 42, it would only be 1 more of these. No? Oh no, it'd be another one of these for 10. Which would be 600. And then it'd be 1 more of these. I think I'm okay with leaving it at 9. Because even if I leave it at 9 at the moment, that is 180 stators by the minute. That's not using complete and utter maximum proficiency. Even though that's my whole idea. But it'll use up 3 wires perfectly, fully. Yeah, it'll use 3 of the wires outputs perfectly. Yeah, I think that'll be the way to go. It's by 9. Jesus, okay. Oops, not what I wanted. Yeah, okay. But that also means that I need 3 wires inbound. I guess I'll just make one train station for each of these just to make it very simple. Yeah, fuck it, why not? Yeah, because I'm going to do that there. Okay. Having enough to just slap down train stations is insane to me. Ugh, it's gonna clip no matter what, isn't it? Ugh. And this is too short. Like, it's gonna be too short no matter what there. I don't like that. There we go. Better. Okay. For now, I'm just gonna put 3. Please. Just to have the 3. Outbound wire. Oop. To which then... Should I connect it to here or should I connect it somewhere else? I think I'll connect it over at steel instead. I think connecting at steel is better. Especially since this is, like, essentially speaking, mandatory for sure. Actually, no, I'll connect it at copper because that's the starting point necessarily. That's where it'll get its power from. Yeah. Yeah. Because if this train ever has to stop for whatever reason, it'll be because of copper. Yes. Okay, so there's the power node right there. This one has its power right here. Oops. Right there. You get connected to here. There we go. Train station's working. Cool. Alright, then I'm gonna have to figure out the layout for the stators themselves. Splitting it up into 3 is not gonna be a problem for the pipes. It's mostly just figuring out for the wires, honestly. Actually, even then, it's not gonna be hard. It's just gonna be figuring out how the fuck I'm gonna fit 9 of these fuckers on this one platform, which maybe won't work. Either that, or I can do 3. Half node. Oh, I can do that. And then I can merge it all together over here. Oh, wait, I can do that. Oh, fuck. It actually might work out way better than I think it does. Because if I can just do... One, 2, 3. Let me go in front. But we move it up by, say, 2 for the sake of cleanliness. Cleanliness. Oops. Where the fuck did that build it? Oh, of course it built up there, you fucking bitch. 2 and 3. Same thing for here. Go in front. Move it up by 2 for the sake of cleanliness. Boop. Boop. Wait for it to collect. Boop. There we go. I have a ridiculous amount of stators by the minute. What was it? 180? 180 stators by the minute. It's absolutely insane to think about. Just insane to think about. And then we go ahead and we make Which, once again, these are not going to be too difficult or annoying by any means. I will show us the why here in a moment. I don't like the moments where I definitely separate myself in terms of other Satisfactory builders in some cases. Obviously there are other people like Kibitz and Eclipse that make huge fucking factories in their own right. But I feel in terms of some other more casual people, this kind of shows as to how I make these gargantuan setups so quickly and so easily when you could probably look at this and instantly be like, how the fuck do you even do any of this crap? You know? Okay, but essentially, all of these are very simple, right? No, because it's 160, so the wire has to be Mark 3 at least, going inbound. Okay. So in that case, I think what I'm gonna do is the inner one. No, it has to be the outer one. Yeah, it has to be the outer one. And there's a reason why. Because then I'm going to put a splitter right here. Oh, it is slightly off, you dumb bitch. I was like, what the fuck? How's that off? The answer is that it is. Oh. To which then this only has to be a Mark 1 because it literally only needs. Actually, is it really only 60 by the inbound? Oh, it is only 60 by the inbound. Let's go. 1 and Mark 1. Which then I do all that the exact same thing for each and every one of these. Which could be super nice. Also, that means that I need to actually put 1, 2, and 3. Also, make sure I remember to check them off for unload. Because I always forget this, that they spawn in with load only. They don't spawn in unloading. Wire. Wire. Drop. Stators. Okay. Oh, it's lifted up by 1, so let me lower them down by 1. One. Just gonna want to make sure. Yeah, that's at level now. At least I think that's at level. Yep, that's at level now. Okay, so these should drop down by 1. So literally 1 here. 1. And 1. Cool. This one. Little. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. That actually makes sense. Yeah, I should have counted that by 4. It should have been 5. I realize that now. The error of my ways. Which then, Mark 4 goes in there. Beautiful. And then all the same for this. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll mark 4 up to this one, yeah. bitch. Right there. Okay. Right. There. And there. Oh, because it's hanging from the ceiling, it doesn't really matter. Oh, and there's really no way to, like, make the... Yeah, there's no way to make the ceiling mount any better. Yikes. Okay, then in this case, why don't I... Oh, well, here's the thing, actually. I'm going to need to do this no matter what, because I keep forgetting. Actually, this needs to happen on the outbound. Every single outbound. This is so it always is collecting and exporting more. So that there's no gaps for when it actually starts pausing for the actual process. It also makes this so much easier. You have something to say? Well, you just said it. Oops. 4, 5, there. And then I fix this one. Nice, Gerard. Very goddamn nice. You survived one of life's greatest challenges that prepares you for literally nothing. But for real though, congrats. Absolutely fucking congrats. Do you plan on going like to college, or is there any plans right now besides just celebrate and try your best not to let it all drop off? Oh, what the fuck? Why is that different now? What the fuck? Interesting. Oh yeah, weird. What the fuck? Okay. Confusing as shit, but okay. There we go. And the exact same idea here. What up? There you go. And go forward. Transition Academy for such odd people help people find a job and such. Very nice. Glad to hear that you're deciding to just instantly go for the Force. Or not the Force, but you know. Don't want to become like fucking Qui-Gon or something as a Force Ghost. Although that might be a pretty good life. I don't know what the life of a Force Ghost is. Besides, you know, being a ghost. Maybe. Right there. The line is right here. God damn it. Keep fucking it up. I think I can just nudge it. And I got it wrong anyways. Fucking dumbass bimbo. I wish the best of luck to you, Skiddo, and hopefully all of the goals and tasks that you have in mind will come to fruition. That would be the dream. Okay, there's the center point right there. And there you go. That is wire already set to go. Now to do is the piping itself, which is not hard at all, like I said before. So all I need to do is this. There's a reason why this ends up being a lot simpler and a lot cleaner than at first glance. Beyond the fact that these numbers turn out to be rather nice. That's because then all I have to do their direction, you dumb bitch. Please. Yep. Each of these is going to be 180 in that case instance. I also have to remember that. Oh, wait. Did I actually make it correctly where it's the. Where it's going to be the inner or the outer? That's going to be the. I think I did the other way around. Oh, fuck. I think I did the other way around. Yep. Mm-hmm. Right. That is the only downside to this whole fucking blueprint idea, is that I have to make sure I get the correct inbound and the correct outbound. Fuck! Okay, okay, so if you're only taking 4048, I just have to mark to the top. Oh god. This is sucky. Why am I? Oh, that is the top. Okay. Mark to the top. Mark to that one. And then the rest is perfectly fine. I do the exact same thing here.
Hello there.
Hi, guys! Yeah, mark to that one. Mark to this one. Mark to that. And mark to that. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's kind of sucky, so I have to realize that now. Fuck! Ugh. I realize now the error of my ways. That's technically not how this blueprint was built, so now that's gonna fuck it up. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, that's the only place where the blueprint is gonna fail at the end of the day.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
You got the birds again now. You love them birds. Yeah, I have to do it for every single one of these now. I cannot believe. How are you doing, Rose, by the way? Zero, you already told me how you're doing. You just graduated. So you're probably on like cloud 7 right now. Not on cloud 9. Cloud 9 is for graduations. It's for other celebrations. Actually, I realized, where did Cloud 9 even come from? Where did that whole fucking thing over being over Cloud 9 even come from? I imagine it's probably like derived from a scientific term for whatever reason, but now I'm actually curious. How the fuck is Cloud 9 a thing? Please? Please? The fact that I'm using more reinforced iron plates than I'm actually manufacturing for myself right now. That shouldn't be the case. Oh, it's because, no, 500 is the cap. Never mind. I don't know why I thought reinforced iron plates were 200. I don't know why I thought that. It's not the case. It's only 500. On Cloud 9 originally for International Cloud Atlas. Okay. The nighttime cloud cumulonimbus was described as the largest, fluffiest, most comfortable looking. Okay, so it is a scientific term. Or it is a scientific basis, essentially. The puffy cloud often associated feeling happy and comfortable as part of the phrase describes state of extreme happiness. Ah. So yes, it is because of science, interestingly enough. Obviously, a lot of things have a basis in, like, actual science stuff, but it's just, like, it's so neat to, like, discover that kind of thing. Oh, that just reminded me of how, I saw a video, and I already talked about this topic before, and it's still so interesting to think about, but, someone basically described that in about 4-ish years, I think, because, like, the 1929 was kind of like, oh, that's just the steel pipes are crafting now. Okay, I was like, what the fuck is crafting right now? It's like, nothing should be crafting on this level. No, it's not. It's the steel piping. Where if you were born in 1929, or are nearing 100 years old technically right now, whatever, the point being is that, like, if that's, like, around your age of 100 years old, you would have witnessed when technology was only barely getting to the point where electricity was becoming mainstream. Wherein you saw or heard about people having electricity, but it's mostly relegated to high-end stores or very rich people, you know? To which then a war happens. Not the war, but a war happens. And you come back, and not only is electricity now kinda common, like, it's in basic homes now, it's not just for the rich men, but also now there's cars pretty much everywhere. Like, it's no longer, once again, a rich person thing. Now it's like public transport and stuff like that. Or I guess not like public transport, but, like, you know, like, the public now has access to cars. To which then the next war happens, okay, and then at that point you've got fucking radio, and you've got now, like, television, and it's just like, in those 100 years that a person's been alive as of born of, like, the 1920s, they have witnessed the world being in complete darkness, only lit up by candles and the occasional oil lamp, to Google giving the expanse of all human knowledge. Electricity is literally so common you could buy a battery for like, what, 45 cents? $1.50 for, like, a pack of 6? And cars are literally the common travel, and you now have, like, VR things, and we're now looking into Neuralink technologies. And it was just so crazy to put it in that, like, that time frame of, like, you understand that 100 years ago, technology wasn't what it is today. But when you put it into that perspective, where somebody could have lived in a barn house lit by fucking candlelight until today, where you can live in a shed that has fiber optic internet, electricity, and you can order, like, Amazon and fucking Uber Eats. It was such, like, a thing that, once again, it makes me, like, look at this age of human life. We're like the tarnished golden age of development, because humans at this point were making more and more incredible things. But I think I've talked about it before, where it's like, we're not making anything revolutionary anymore. Like, let's not kid around. The next revolutionary step is Neuralink, or at least some form of full dive augmented reality stuff. Until we get to that point, we're not talking about, like, anything game-changing anymore. At that point, we're just talking about fucking the same old shit, just better than last time. And that's it. Like, what a time to be alive, but also what a time to, like, not experience any actual changes, you know? There we go. That's all belted up. That is literally everything that is ready to go. Now I just have to bring the pipes up, and I just have to bring the wire in, and that's it. It's all belted. Which is crazy to think about because this is ready to go then in this case. Oh, why aren't you working at all? Why are you not spitting out? Oh, wait, what? Oh, you're not done yet. What the fuck? Why is that one done, but this one isn't done? Oh, is it because of priority? It probably was because of priority. Yeah, it's because of priority. Okay, that's why. No, that shouldn't be the case. I didn't prioritize anything here. Is it because of the pause? Is it because you're pausing? No, it can't be, because I have you being belt fed in. Yeah, you're being belt fed. What the fuck? What is wrong here? Nothing should be wrong here. Oh, it's a Mark 3, not a Mark 4, you dumb bitch! There we go, that's what it is. I was trying to look at that being like, what the fuck is wrong here? That's what it is, you absolute dumbass whore. Not even strange, man, just crazy. It's crazy thinking that 100 years we've developed so fucking much technology, while also at the same time now, in the past, I want to say 10 years, technology has not advanced anywhere near as much in the same rate or the same degree, you know? Oh, I know how to fix that, actually. Never mind. I know how to fix that. Okay. In this case, let me... Yeah. That's how I'll do it. Okay. Oh, wait. No, never mind. You go from right here. So in that case, I'll actually put you on the right side. Yeah, put you on the right side, and, I'll put, steel beams on the left. Or other way around, if I really think about it in that manner. Oh. Smart split off. We go with any that overflow for whatever reason. And then if you ever make it out this way. Excuse me. Whoop, there we go. That is stators for all intents and purposes now actually ready to go. I just need to power them on. Yeah, I guess I'll just power them on cleanly. I can link them up together cleanly. Yeah, I'll just link them together cleanly here. But down below is where I'll make them be a little bit more convoluted, but not necessarily so. Which then place one of these guys down there. One of these guys down here. And last but not least, one of these guys down there. So I do think, like, my whole thought process here of, like, the whole fucking, like, technology advances so goddamn quickly, I think it's, like, exemplified so much so in, like, Dr. Stone, the anime. Because, obviously, like, Senku coming into, like, the stone world, and then all of a sudden they have fucking technology in a matter of, like, a year. Literally, a year, they have fucking electronics. Well, not necessarily electronics, but, like, you know, they have electricity as a whole. Which is just, like, an insane thought to think about that, like, Senku showed up a little over a year ago to them, and they have fucking, like, so much new shit that they never wanted. They have a fucking Iron Forge now, which is just, like, crazy. They have a water wheel that now just produces electricity. They have, like, so much shit that they could have only ever dreamt of, and then some, to, like, just now exist. Okay, so first things first, in essence, what I'm looking at here, which actually is a little bit of a sucky part, that I realize now I made a little bit of a mistake here, but I'll fix it very easily. Because then I can just do it like this then instead. Yeah, I'll just do it like this instead, because I already have access to power normally as it is. But in this case, what I can do... Oh, I'll just keep it actually like that then. Yeah. There's no need to be specialized for any reason. I just do it like this. Oh, never mind. That'll look ugly. Oh, yeah, that's where it's gonna look bad. Ah, I see the error of my ways now. Because no matter what, the cable's gonna stretch across. Yeah. Yeah, this is where mounting the gap is not gonna be possible. Okay, what if I were to put this in? But then I delete these two. Oh! Oh, that makes it look clean. Like, actually, though. Do the exact same thing on here. Beautiful. So now that looks unobstructed and clean. So then now, if I do this, it should hide the cable. Oh, yes it does. Beautiful. Which then I'll put one right here. Right there. And then we put the priority power switch down. No, A is on the right, B is on the left. Yep, that's how. I might actually be able to get through everything that I want to do tonight, which is at least get 2 motors, because the cases will be going to take a little bit, only because I have to set up the concrete as well to feed in. There, factory. Which, there's the steel pipes, and then there's the stators. Oh yeah. This gets connected onto here. Which all of these should now be powered on. Yeah! Beautiful. Alright, so once steel piping starts getting fed in, which it actually is now, which is glorious. Absolutely great. Look at you go. Absolutely beautiful. Finally in full production again. Let's go! This also means now I can actually detach the steel pipes all together over there, because now I can merge together all of the stators here. These are all 20 each, right? Or 40 each? Stators are 20, so 60 each. Oh, wow, 60 each. Beautiful. So I can actually mark one everything here. Not that it totally matters, but that's what I'll do. which then I go with Mark 1 here. And last but not least, Mark 1 over here. The only difference here is I think I'm going to wait to set up the... See what I have to set up for the motors to see if I can make that work. Also, did I just set up 160 motors and 160 motors by the minute? Did I just do that? Did I just do 160, 160? Which means I can make 90 motors by the minute. Or 80 motors by the minute. Assuming everything goes completely hunky-dory. Did I actually just do this? No fucking way. Also, glitch.
Power! Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
Slightly. Wait, no, it's 180. I'm making 180. Oh my god, no, that's right. Oh, Jesus Christ. Right. Oh my god, right. There's fucking... It's 180, 160. Okay. But also, I technically need to account for 50% reduction on that, in essence. Because 480 by iron ore is coming from the 160 rotors. Well, actually, 160 is not the full capacity, right? I think the number is a little bit different. Yeah, because the 400 screws. So actually, this is technically subpar. Technically. So it probably could have been 180 total. Oh my god, it could have been 180, 180. Fuck me. I could just do 150. I could just do 150 and keep it simple like that for assemblers. Yeah, I could. 150, which translates into 75 motors by the minute. That wouldn't be terrible. That wouldn't be bad at all. Goldie had a crush on since first grade. Alright, hey, Skirrod, I've said it before, even though it's first grade and that wouldn't be lustful. Your crushes are not just willy-nilly things. Or at least, I don't think they are. I don't know. I've never been the kind of bitch that, has a crush every Tuesday. But, I don't know. Saying that you have a crush on one person since first grade, but also having crushes on 14 other girls at the same time is just alright, listen. There's lewd and lustful, and then there's just straight up deranged. Okay, but in essence, now I just need to toss these upward, essentially speaking, which... I mean... Yeah, I guess I could shoot them forward. Yeah. And then the rotors will just wrap around to the right. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll just do it like that. Fuck it. I'll just do it like that to make it simple. Or at least as simple as I can. This is only 60. This is only 60. And this is kind of the reason why I haven't set up a wire to get sunk in yet. Or really actually set the loop up. Actually, you know what? That's actually what I probably should do. I probably should start sinking iron, but I should not set up the loop yet. Because the loop is essentially when that'll dictate when this actually turns on. Okay. Which then, out of 60... Actually, that's not priority merger. This doesn't need a priority merger by any means. Yeah, and then there's now, over the past 2-ish years that you've been on this stream, you talked about it for multiple other girls, so my statement still stands. Did I try to? I did, okay. But also, this means that I can actually go in, pick up my staters, and leave. Yeah. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pick up the stairs and leave the Dimensional Depot. Actually, no, I'll take the Dimensional Depot. I'm just going to have it right now. And then let this all just start finishing crafting everything while blocking off the steel piping. Because that means from then on, I have no reason for the steel piping to exist there. And in comparison to steel piping, I can dump all the wire out as well. Oh, actually, it's also true. I can cut off the wire also. Should I cut? No, I'll cut off the wire because the wire absolutely is crafting way more than the steel pipes are. You know what? Yeah, I'll do that. Let me cut off the steel or the wire. Oh, I thought I saved it. Okay, so let me cut off. Cut off wire. Okay. Or, yeah. This is now just wire now has to go through all this shit. Which can take a long time, but it will happen eventually. That's just for next time when I come down here because I'm gonna have to delete all that wire out of there. Copper sheets is currently being used for what? For heat sinks. So no, I'm not going to get rid of them until Illumina is set up. Or Illumina is optimized more accurately. Yeah, I think it's better that I do that because with steel pipings, I'll only get like 8 stacks worth of steel pipes here, and that's not including the like 9 stacks of ingots versus the other shit that's all down there for the wire. The wire will definitely take up way more space.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
They know you want the AH boys, just the wrong kind of the AH boys. You know what me so curious whether or not Grenade is in there anymore, because now you are making me think that even though it's only a 4% chance right now to get it, that is still insane. It still feels crazy that you haven't gotten the 4% yet. Oh, wait, I wanted to get the Dimensional Decode as well. I'll double check here in a moment so that the stators can craft and stuff, but actually, I'll check after I link up the wire, because I have to go do that too, so that it can start filling up. God, it's so nice just seeing this clear up slowly but surely. Oh, dumbass. This one. There you go. Legit putting so much work into these factories that I know for a fact that if I ever restart the game again, I'll have to do all over again, is the only reason why I understand why some people mod Gigafactory blueprints into the game. Where you can make like this whole factory in one single click. Honestly, I don't know how that functions for the PC. Like, I don't know if the PC starts screaming for mercy at that point. But apparently some modders have done it, and it's insane to think about. Blueprints. Factory. Slap that all in. Alright, cool. So then, like I said, let me go set up wire, and then I'll check in to make sure that, Grenade is still in the fucking concentration pool. exit. Every time I look that way, it looks fine. Because it knows that this is getting excessive. Which I think that might be a sign for me to actually start closing this up. That doesn't have to register all of it, but I don't know. Oh, I just realized actually, for trains, for the walls, there's some new ones in here. There's the gate hole, and then there's the roll-up gate. Oh, 8x16. Is this what's needed for a train to pass through? Oh, I think it is. Oh my god, it is. Ooh, I think that's how you make the entrances and exits. Unless... Oh, but it always counts as open because... I mean, I guess I could still use that for the case of letting the train go through, but I don't know if that would ever classify as making it so that the interior of the thing isn't noticeable. Because 8x16 is kind of what's needed. Because 8x4 is way too small, yeah. And also automated gates are also 8x4. You can put an automated gate on top of an automated gate. What does that look like? I don't know if that works for trains, though. Let's actually test this out. Look it. We'll test that out after this. Let me hook up the wire, and then I'll double check grenade, and I'll test that out. See if that actually works. Okay, so in this case scenario, all I need is to have... Oh, right, I never set them up for exporting. Oh, fuck me, I'm stupid. Oh, right, because I was planning on shooting them forward. I wasn't planning on shooting them back. Oh, but if I plan on shooting them forward, then... Oh, wow, I'm really stupid. I am very stupid. You know what? These two will be forwards. Yeah. This one has to be left side, actually, because to go through that fucking thing... Actually, none. And then this one will also be left side. And none. Okay. I do kind of wish there was a little bit of an indicator, like it just lights up the lights on the sides that actually have, like, if they have none or something of an output. It'd be kind of nice, but oh well. Okay, but in this case, we want to go with... Oh, hang on. Better make just that. And then... I will put a thing right here. So this can transport to here. And then it can transport to... there. Just because I really want it to look clean. There we go. Okay, and then this one. Oh my god, it's actually perfect. No, it is not. It is barely not perfect. God damn it. Oh well. Go straight forward. There. And then you as well. You know what, just for the sake of it looking pretty. There we go. Alright, so that's loading in. Now I have to go... Okay, well that's loading in now. Well, eventually. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so that's loading in. Let me double check to make sure the grenade is fucking in here, because damn, you're starting to worry me. My redeems. There's concentration check. Random. Oh, right, it's not here anymore. It's now on Twitch, right. Right, changes it now. It's a lot more cleaner. Channel points. Where's my concentration check? Here we go. Oh god, that's right. This one does suck though, because it doesn't let me name any of them. That's FNAF.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
There's no fucking way! There is zero fucking way that you have been trying for a grenade for unironically, I want to say 2, maybe 3 weeks? Haven't gotten it. I'm starting to get worried, and that's the fucking moment that you get grenade. Un-fucking believable. That caught me so off guard, because I was just like, I haven't found it yet, and I was so confused until I saw the animation on my other monitor. I cannot fucking believe that is a comedy skit if there ever fucking was one. I cannot believe. That is absolutely absurd. Insanity. Absolute insanity. Okay, but now that's all getting set up there, let's start building the rest of the fucking track. So, actually, should I just have an exit out through here? Actually, yeah, I will be having an exit out through here, because then I can start testing it out a little bit. Well, actually, it has to curve around through this one exactly, right? Oh, yeah, because then that's gonna get fucky. Okay, let me... Okay, and then also just because I need to go around the elevator now. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I kind of wish there was a way in remote that just says that, like, if there's something with hard clearance in the way, it'll just delete it rather than having it to be like, I don't want to. So that feels a little bit complicated, and that doesn't feel like something Coffee State needs to, like, take care of themselves. Okay, so in this case, let me start placing the track so that then I can start testing some stuff. Actually, fuck it. In that case... is this line right here? Oh, one big wide-ass curve. Hell yeah. Which then, let's outstretch it over here. Okay, let me put the train on. Out of the way. Okay. I want to see a couple of things here. I want to see the gate hole wall is way too small. That's guaranteed. I want to see the roll-up gate. It's allegedly on automatic right now, I think. But I'm gonna leave that there for now. And then I also want to see... Nope. to see the automated gate. Please. And these should also be set to automatic. Yes. Oh, you have to be like really close to it. Either that or I have to be really far. Or is it only one way? Oh, it's only one way? What? How do you know which way it is? Oh my god, it is only one way. No fucking way. Oh, no, it is both ways. It is both ways. What? Maybe it just needed to, like, register my existence, I guess? Okay. Alright, let's see how this goes. Do you just clip right through? No, they do open. They do open and close. Cool. So yeah, it is gates. Okay. It is these giant roll-up gates. Okay. Jesus. So I need to put these down where the openings are for the factory so that it starts not doing this. God. Maybe once I finish the steel factory, I'll start working on decorating because that's where a lot of the optimization is going to come into play. How annoying. Okay, but also in this case, I also want to do the road because it makes it cleaner and look a lot nicer. Oh wait, I can just go down this. No, I can't because it'll go through everything else. Huh? I mean, I could. No, it has to wrap around anyway, so no, never mind. I won't do that. I'll wrap it around. I was planning on just making it shoot through the middle here and just like try to avoid all of the belting and stuff like that, but no. Not only will that get complicated, but also because I have to shoot it anyways. I have to get it to go from the back anyways. So I might as well just make it loop around anyhow. There's no point trying to avoid the inevitable, essentially. Whoops. Don't know why I did that. This is the nice part about having fucking suck. This is why, like, I don't think I would have ever been able to do this if I were still playing pre 1.0 without that dimensional depot. That dimensional depot, I legitimately think changes literally everything for me in this case scenario. If I had to carry every single one of these fucking stacks of concrete and rods to run out and then have to go back, collect them over and over again, that's part of the reason why I could never, ever make factories like this before, because that would always be my stopping point. Being like, I have to go back and forth way too much. And even if I go like, oh, but then I could just make a central hub for all of my materials. Yeah, and then I have to go back to that central hub and then back to wherever I needed to go. Versus this now, I just dimensional decode everything and it's like, yeah, no, you just have access to it. Just give it time to refresh every once in a while and you'll be fine. eventually it'll fill up. Eventually. Take for fucking ever, but yeah, I should have had that doing that for a very long time before. Well, I guess it doesn't help that there's some Z fighting going on there. I think it also doesn't help that these are all fucking blueprints too. I guess another bit that like the game just really doesn't like. But hey, I will say this, for having gone this far before having factory start to lag me out, I'm okay with that. I'm barely about to reach 100 hours when usually by now it would either be unbearable or I would be having a lot of analytic issues of some kind. I'm sure I can delete that one now. I can also now delete these. Wherein instead I make straight roads. Oops. There. And then I can delete that one. Which then, just so I can preemptively do this, I know for a fact that's how it's gonna happen. Make the gate hole. Or not the gate, the fucking roll-up gate. Okay. Yay! Beautiful. Just because I can, let me color you to chrome, and there you go. Now it blends in. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Oh my god, the chrome makes that look so cool. That little detail in chrome looks so much better. Or carbon steel, my bad. Carbon steel. I feel like it looks best in carbon steel. Then again, I mentioned my stupid ass bitch. I'm a mind that likes black a lot. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so let me start building the railway. Because then in this case I can spend this time while the concrete is refreshing. I was hoping I can get motors done as well today, but even if I'm not going to be able to do that, I think I've done pretty well. I think I've done pretty well to be able to get basically the entirety of steel done. The only thing I wouldn't be able to do is finish up is motors, which is fine, because again, that is a little bit of an advanced production at that point. Even though all it needs is an assembler in that case. Oh, why are you? Why are you acting like that's wrong? The hell are you? Oops. What the fuck? Why is all of a sudden 2x2 too sharp? What? Why? You've been fine in the past. What happened? There we go again. What the fuck? What happened? Okay. I don't know why that was happening, but okay. Alright, I guess I should also really go and double check on the stators as well next time I run out of concrete. Actually, no, I'll finish this and then I'll go check up on the stators to see if they're done. Either because of wire or because of... Well, actually, no, steel pipes are infinite right now, so no, never mind. That's not going to happen, so, yeah. Okay, so what if I were to do this, then? That could be due to that. Why was that one giving me so much trouble? What the fuck? Now, what was that one giving me so much trouble? What the fuck? Okay, weird. Was I trying to snap back to the face that I was trying to attach it to? Maybe? Normally it would look really fucky if that was the case, but I don't know. I don't know. I figured it out though, so that's all that matters. God fucking damn it, I fucked up there. Oh wait, no, it's right here, you dumb bitch. Already built up to it. Okay, so then in this case, actually then, here's how I'm gonna do this. Make the turn. And then, I need the 1 meter ramp. Which then, I just go ahead and delete the top 3. Industrial railings. Those ones. These ones. Oh, I didn't. Wait, what? How? Is that how I did that? Is that really how I did that? Gross. Why am I so stupid sometimes? Why the fuck would I set it up like that? Just me asking myself a fucking question. Literally a year in the future. Of like, why am I a fucking idiot for doing it like that? Oh. Wow, yeah, no, I'm very confused why I did it like that. I have no idea what the fuck I was doing at that point. I don't know. What the hell is wrong with me? Besides everything about me. There. There. And there we go. Beautiful. Do the exact same thing here. Here. There. Oh, this is gonna be annoying as shit to also set this one up too. Alright, let me... I'm looking at everything. Oh, I'm actually good on concrete. I guess me trying to fix that took enough time for the concrete to fix itself. Let me hook this up so that I can actually start delivering. And, I'm not gonna start saying deliver yet. I'm just gonna hook it. I'm just gonna set up so it can. I'm gonna go check in on the daters and put more into the factory if it's already done. Damn it. I'm short. I know it doesn't matter at the grand scheme of things, but that's what my OCD does to me, alright? Shut up. Thank you. Beautiful. One nice little lip that then goes in. Gorgeous. Also, how far are you guys? Oh, you're only barely halfway. Jesus. But in essence, though, I would be able to make this the copper wire train, which then it goes with outbound wire and then inbound, and there you go. And then anytime I turn it, when I finally turn it on, is when it'll work. Alright, let me go check up on the stators and how those are doing. We'll come back. I'll finish placing a majority of the pathway again. Actually, no, I'll leave the pathway for later. Like I said, that's sprucing things up and making things look pretty. Let me go check on the stators. And then I will turn it on. And I'll just start syncing all these stators that are right here. Wow, there's still wire being fed in. Holy fuck. How much wire is still left to feed in? I guess that begs the question of if the wire is done or not. Okay, so wire's not getting any more ingots in, but how much do you have left in you? A little over half a stack each. Jesus. Yeah, I think actually I could probably... I want to gamble and say I can turn off the steel pipe productions now. Because how much is it per? Oops, wrong one. Every 15 is that, so every 5, 60 is 250, 75. Yeah, so it's a little bit of like a 1 to 3 ratio, roughly speaking. I guess more accurately like a 3 to 10 ratio, especially kind of. I think I can turn off steel pipings now, and it'll be fine. Either the steel pipe will run out really shortly first, or the wire will really roughly run out short. Either way, all I have to care about is bring the stators back. Slapping them into here. Okay. As to which then I can build up again, and we can start the next floor, which is going to be the motors. And see if I can barely manage to set this up before we end. I'm not sure how much work I'll put into this here or not, because I think I'm finally getting to the point where either I need to just start beelining for phase 4, or, no, yeah, I think I do need to just beeline for phase 4 at this point, because once I finish this steel setup, then I can start making a manufacturing plant for everything that I essentially need to start getting actually built. So I don't know if I should make a self-automated layout for blenders yet. I think only because if I want to do that, that's going to require even more setup, because essentially I need to set up a train factory over at my oil production. So I have to transfer my rubber and my plastic over, because I have to do that anyways for computers, because computers is going to take all the rubber to manufacture. Yeah, shit. I don't want to say this is starting to become an offline game again, but I'm kind of starting to think that it might be an offline game now, because we have been stagnating stagnating on progress for so long now. I think it's been 2 weeks. I've just been literally stagnated of progress at this point. Because what I would have to make is having modular frames, which isn't the worst thing. We'll just be gathering all this up and making it even, balanced, and everything. Circuit boards, which is plastic, so I have to go get that. And I would have to actually collect that to send over to plastic, because that's where it's going to make circuit boards easily. AI limiters, I can make that super easily where it's at right now at Quickwire. Oh, actually, no, I can't because I still have to bring in copper sheets. Yeah, no, I do. Yeah, no. Okay, so yeah, it started to really become that game of like combining obviously everything that I have so far. And obviously high-speed connectors. Once again, I'll have to shoot that out to an external factory altogether because all of that. Yeah, because circuit boards can be where plastics at, cables or cables at, quick wires can be quick wires at. So that's that. I'm not going to care about sand fluctuators being manual yet. I don't need these. These are phase 5 things, if I remember correctly. I already have both of these set up, so that's fine. I'm going to set up motors here. Turbo motors, once again, I don't care about setting this up yet manually or automatically because that also requires me to set up the fucking radio control units, which are also a pain in the ass. Fucking crystal oscillators. That might be something to actually automate since that actually takes up for programmable splitters. It might be worth setting up a crystal oscillator, but that also, once again, goes from iron to copper to quartz. That'll be in its own manufacturing plant as well. Computers, own manufacturing, because although plastics are both there, actually, it might be worth bringing in both copper sheets and cable, because that's all it needs, right? Yeah, it would be. One level goes to copper sheets, and then one level goes in for computers. Okay, so I guess I could just combine the those two together pretty roughly easily, and then that's essentially it. But then obviously then it comes aluminum and a blender and liquid nitrogen. Or not liquid nitrogen, but just nitrogen in general, and I feel like I'm starting to get to that point, like I just said, where like I'm back at tedious stuff, and I should start getting back to either actual progress or actual things, you know? Essentially speaking, I have been on this game for too long. I've grown barely enough to justify it, and I think it's time that I start to move along. Oops. This might come down to being an offline game again. Damn it. To be fair though, I'm really glad that I actually played this again. Because like I said, I've now rekindled that fire in me that has long since petered out when it came to Satisfactory. Because I overworked myself, essentially speaking, and burned out on making so much as I was. I think it's less that they're crazy at what needs to be done, and more so that now they're getting tedious. I think this is where the point, and this is why usually I never make it past this level of production 9 times out of 10, is solely due to the fact that now we're getting to the point where like this production is starting to get crazy. Like this is definitely starting to get to the point where at what stage do I finally have to say enough is enough, this production has gone too far, you know? Like at what point am I spending 3 hours to not make any progress? I'm spending 3 hours just to do one thing, you know? And well, that would be a lot better if, you know, I actually had a chat here to like keep me company and like to talk shit with. That's just not the case. That's just not the kind of streamer that I am, unfortunately. I don't have the audience to maintain constant entertainment and conversation up with to excuse doing nothing for 3 hours, essentially. Because obviously, as much as I am doing stuff for all 3 of these hours, it's not like I said, I'm not making any actual progress. That fucking phase 4 has been on there for 2 weeks. And I've not even bothered even remotely moving closer to it, because I am not doing nuclear yet, and I'm not doing particle accelerators yet. I haven't put this on yet because I know for a fact I'm gonna have to do them eventually. But at least now that I've done this all way more like efficiently and effectively than before, I should be able to do that even better than ever next time. Because I know for a fact that basically the biggest thing that's going to come out of this is that I need to keep working on the next milestone, which I think is going to be nuclear, or it's going to be particle acceleration. I think it's going to be nuclear, though, I'm going to be honest, because obviously nuclear has the byproduct of being able to give me more power. But then again, that was also because I was eager for more power, I guess. Technically speaking here, I don't have to do power now. Yeah, I don't have to do nuclear power. I could just do... If I think about it correctly, you go from electromagnetic fuel rods into the magnetic fuel generator. I think I could just forego nuclear power for a good chunk of time. With how much power I have making, I think that's actually true. Yeah, with like this extent of power, even once I add in my motors in case industrial beams, I mean, I'm still functioning like this pretty well. Yeah, even once I like go excessive and start making all the silica that I could possibly make, which is going to be very complicated as well, I still think this amount of power is going to be fine. Because I'm trying to think on like my other factories where I was doing, I want to say I capped out at absolute best at like 9,000 megawatts by the minute. Inconsistency. I think even with all machines turned on, I was capped out at like 17,000 megawatts once everything was said and done. So I think literally having that one turbo fuel that I have going over there, I think that is literally enough to work for all of phase 4, honestly, and still be perfectly fine. But at this point, yeah, I need to get to work on it. I need to actually work on particle acceleration and nuclear power. Obviously, I can knock on aeronautical engineers if I want to, but in order to do that, I need to actually get sulfuric acid, make packaged sulfuric, make batteries, yada, 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 which, again, I personally have no need for, because right now I'm making everything work with trains and with conveyor belts, which is perfectly fine. I still think that I'm doing it in a good manner of, like, not having to go use every single fucking feature and every single transport technique. I'm just using the very bare bones basics of, oh, what happened to my liquid biofuel? Did I just sink my liquid biofuel? I might be stupid. I think I did. But yeah, I think this is probably a good place to call the Satisfactory run for now. We're at what, part 18? So that means that I've been at this for 4.5 fucking weeks? Jesus. Yeah, been at this for a solid month. Yeah, I think a solid month on Satisfactory was pretty good. Even though I took one day off for Monster Hunter to get stood up. I think it's good though. I think this ends up being a very functionally effective time. Also, did the cable run? Oh my god, the wire ran out first. Oh my god, how much is left here? 1,000 something. Oh my god, the wire ran out first. I mean, like I predicted, but wow. Damn. Oh. Yeah, once this finishes up, I can... If nothing else, then actually, in that case, what I could do is I could just chuck in wire from my dimensional depot just so that it could keep crafting a little bit more until all the pipe is used up. Yeah, I could do that. Oh well. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good place to call it for now. The only other, like, times that I could return to Satisfactory is either when, like, a bunch of people are actually watching or a lot of people actually give a damn. Because I'm not gonna lie, I think that's part of the reason why nobody's been showing up. I know Kitty claims that she says that, like, her hate syncs out on her laptop, but, like, other people like Cthulhu, hell, even, like, Ski Road here, who hasn't shown up every once in a while. Like, I still think that they're, like, this is a game that, at least for my audience, it doesn't function as much as I wish it did. At least not without people already there to, like, chat and, like, entertain a little bit. Which is depressing. It is, but listen, that's just how streaming is, you know? Part of why you watch a streamer is because of the chat. Because the chat, like, keeps you entertained as well as, like, it has people in there that are like-minded like you. So when the chat is literally empty and devoid of anybody else besides the worthless fucking streamer on screen, if you're not there to stare at the screen or listen to the fucking disgusting voice being projected onto you, you're not gonna stay. I'm glad though that I came back. I am glad. Like I said, I'm very, very happy that I rekindled my fire for Satisfactory. So now at the very least, if I do continue this offline, which I will be continuing this offline for the most part, at least I now know for a fact that, like, I'm not done with this game yet, you know? I still have the urge. It's still in there. I still have it in me. I just have to push forward. I just have to keep pushing. And maybe, just maybe, in fact, around the 1-year anniversary of this game, I'll finally do what I set out to do and actually finish the game. At least it's not the girl that I asked the problem. Ski Road, define yourself, because what? How does that make any sense in this conversation? I am confusion. No. What he's saying, what he's saying, Nam, is that at least he didn't go for the hug for that girl instead. Yeah. I mean, you're right. It is still asking a bit much, but at least he didn't ask for that, but still. Well, no, Nam, I wouldn't exactly... Well, no, okay. Okay, yes. Yes, it is a bit much, because it's like, I mean, you rejected me from prom, so will you at least hug me? But at the same time, there's kind of like, I don't know, maybe it's an optimistic point of view, but I feel like there's also the point of view of, like... No, I think he said he didn't, right? At least it's not the girl that I asked at prom that I asked without a hug. So no, he didn't. He did not ask the girl that said no to him. That's what I'm saying. He did not ask her. He said, it's not the girl that I asked at prom that you asked for a final hug. He didn't ask her. Yeah. Now, learn how to fucking read English. But maybe it's just an optimistic point of view, in my sense, where it's like, it would have been like a bygones be bygones, you know? Like a, hey, let's hug it out. Like, I don't resent you for denying me for prom. But I feel like at this point, when y'all in our high school, that is definitely like a little bit too deep of a definition for y'all. Because let's be honest, if you asked for a hug, she would not have seen it that way. She would have seen like, I denied you. No, I'm not gonna hug you. And she would absolutely not see it as like, oh, you're trying to be nice and be like, hey, I had no hard feelings even though you rejected me for prom. No, it would absolutely be an emotionally charged, get the fuck away from me moment. Because high schoolers are just hormonal bitches. Every last one of us. Ah. Very nice. Very, 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 very nice. Alright, so if anything, I can set up the concept here. Where I know for a fact that the... Oh, yeah, I guess I am only. Oh, yeah, 30. Oh, wait. I said 150, you dumb bitch. Yeah, so he's 5. Right, because I'm making 150. Yeah, okay. That's what. I was like, why does this feel weird to me? That's why. It's 1. It's a 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, it's 8. Actually, it's 8. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. In the middle here. This is where the stators are going to come up. Oops, please. Right there. There we go. Beautiful. And then 2 on each side. 1, 2. If you ask for one, you've noticed it's in the garden. Yeah, that one. That's the one. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I had to read that a little bit to understand. But I got you, Sierra. Yeah, I got you. But even so, yeah, that really would have been like an awkward situation. Oh, no, I need to push it further. I need to push it forward. I need to push it further because I do the 1 to 5s. Yeah, I need to do 1 to 5s. Right. Oh, at least that'd be like a super easy input, though. That would be a super easy input. Yeah, that'd be a super easy input there. Okay. I go the 1 to 5. Yeah, this is super easy input in this case. Right there. Then I blueprint. Right there. It'll be mark 3 because I need 150 in. Oh, weird. I guess I have to lift you by 1, I guess. Or by a half? Oh yeah, by a half. Oh, weird. Interestingly weird. So if I... Are we about to lower you by a half? Is that what it is? Oh, I think that's it. I think that's it. It's lower by a half. Yeah, there you go. It is lower by a half. Why even? Oh, it's a full. Oh, God, it's a full one? Jesus Christ. I feel like something's wrong here. Either that or... Oh, you know, fuck it. I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna fucking do this. I feel like this is getting fucked up because I keep trying to make it where it just sits on top of it, but it's not gonna work that way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Jesus. Okay. In that case... Yeah, it's still only gonna be 3. Right there. And then... 3. Just because I can, I'm just gonna make all these 3s. Oh. And then last but not least, now we put down the motor blueprints. Okay, put them in the middle. And for the sake of friendliness, we'll put it right there. 1 and 2. Which 1 and 2. And now super easily, just connect everything together. And in essence, all I have to do is have to feed in the rotors and the stators once I get them delivered. But like I said, that'll probably be off-stream content. If I do come back to this game, besides the fact that I said it before, where I would come back when I get stuff set up and everything, what I'll probably just do this time, and if I do keep that fire kindled for a good chunk of time, I'll probably come back to this game, once I have made it where I can start setting up Phase 5 stuff, because legitimately, I have not done that even in the other game that has achieved Phase 5 for me to unlock, like the Mark III Blueprint Maker and other stuff like that, like time crystals and shit like that. With ads being done, I suppose it is time to call it here. Oh my god, I love it. I love Satisfactory so much. No matter how much I may burn myself out on this game, at the end of the day, I just love it. It's so much fun and so clean, so chill, and so goddamn nice. Let me merge these together right now, because I know for a fact this is how I'm going to do this. Merge that one. Merge that one. Merge that. Oops, nope, not that. Oh, you guys are perfectly in the middle? Ew. I didn't realize that. Oh, yeah, you're not. Oh, gross. Meanwhile, you're only producing 75 by the minute. Okay, 75 by the minute is still good enough. That's still more than I'm producing right now, as it is. 0 automatically. Can I do a stream too? I don't know how to feel about that. I'll be straight up honest. I don't know how to feel about a graduation being streamed. Only for the sole factor that, like, I don't know. It's always felt like graduation should be a little more of, like, a personal thing. But I guess that would make sense for, like, parents who can't make it. Or, like, relatives who can't make it. It makes sense. It's just, it also, like, publicizes something that, like, should be, like, a personal day, if that makes any sense. The hug is on the side of the stream too. Oh, that's kind of funny. Now you can always point to that and say, I got a hug before. I got to feel booba on my chest. Unless she's like an A cup, and then to which you can't really say that. I guess B cups also you can technically feel. Oh wow, hey, you guys are actually done? Oh fuck yeah. Cool. I can just move all of my stator processing there then. Yay! All of my stators are done. Also, this just goes to show how little we actually use stator or motors at the end of the day. I think you use motors in like refineries, fuel generators, and manufacturers. I think those are the only things that really use it. Other than fail potential parents, friends from high school. Barry's asking way too much. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that is true. Fair enough. It just feels weird given the idea that, like, you know, high school graduations, or graduations in general, are, like, very much a personal thing. But then the moment you put them on stream, it's like, okay, well, now anybody can see them. It's kind of like, ah! Like, get ready to get doxxed, you know? I don't get it. I still don't get it. It happens occasionally. Oh, the fact that most high schools don't have the budget for bigger venues? Yeah. Don't worry, Nat. We'll get that budget back. It's getting worked on. We'll have that money. It'll be available to use now. Totally. Smart splitter, number 1. Which actually, I'll do it to the right, just so that I can copy paste this. 1, 2, 1, 2, and 1, 2. To which then I put down the auto upload. There. And I mark 2 right there. And motors. Done! Beautiful. So now this entire factory will operate everything short of encased industrial beams. Absolutely fantastic. Well, I mean, once I link in the rotors, that is. But point being is that it's ready. Is my point. It's fucking ready to go. Let me place down the power before I forget about it, because I know for a fact that I will. I want A on the left, B on the right. Yep, beautiful. And that way I can boop. There, boop. Back up the middle. Back that up there. Oh, I never put these. Never put this one underneath. Oop, what the fuck? Weird. And that connects to B, to which then logistics of power is right here. One down. Means 1, 2, blank, right there. Connect this over here. And then I connect this one over to here. To which I connect you over here to the center one. This is the motor factory. Boop. Actually, this is after the fact. This is after even these are done. So actually, I'm going to have that be built up there. Cool. So that's my priority 6. Oh, in case those are being will also be in... Actually, no, that'll be the assembly. So that'll be the next lower level. So yeah. Cool. There we go. All set and ready to go. I just need to train in the rotors, which are literally right over there, which is great, because that means I just have to shoot it across, and that'll be it. Oh, so goddamn nice. Go. Ready. Nice. It was fun to get back to the Satisfactory. It was a lot of fun. It was great. I'm glad that I took this time to kind of like relax a little bit, stop trying to chase after games. So, I have a decision to make, of which I'll probably make by Tuesday. I'll either play Hollow Knight again, this time with a couple of mods to see as to just get a feel for that game again. I'll probably get through that game relatively quickly since I already obviously played it before. And then I'll either jump in directly after to a randomizer run, or I'll play once. You know what? Actually, I'll play off stream a little bit, and I'll see if I can get a randomizer to work. If I can get a randomizer to work, then I'll leave it at that. Because I think... I don't know if I can finish Hollow Knight in one sitting, or more accurately, one weekend, honestly, at this point. But I can try to remember everything that I possibly can. And then if I do a randomizer, then obviously, hopefully, that suffering will be on stream for us to all to enjoy a little bit. The only reason why I say that's probably the one I'm going to do is because I haven't bought Room Factory 4 or downloaded it, obviously, in that case scenario. Even though I'm curious on that. And I already have Hollow Knight downloaded. I have the mods downloaded. I just need to figure out how to make the randomizer work. That's all. So, yeah, maybe I'll do a randomizer run of Hollow Knight for some shits and giggles. And see if I can pull in some viewers that way and get people back into watching my stupid ass. But, yeah. What a fantastic time. Just because I'm curious. I want to see. Stream 19. 93 hours. 94 hours in this game. I still haven't finished phase 4, but listen, that's just how I play. But at this point, I now have automation of literally everything. I have Mercer Spears for literally everything. I have max upgrades for that. I just haven't gotten the power augmenter. And I even have liquid nitrogen going for cooling, for heat sinks, and that's because I don't have computers or heavy modular frames automated yet. It's kind of crazy to think that this save doesn't even have computers or heavy modular frames automated, when I had my other save that did actually have computers and heavy modular frames already automated for when Fixmas happened last year. Yeah, that feels a little crazy to think about, but at the same time, I don't know. It still feels okay. It still feels okay at the end of the day. But also, this nitrogen is way better setup, because I had to take all my stuff over to nitrogen for the cooling system and for fusion modular frame. I remember that clearly. And then heat sinks also were being really annoying. So I definitely had a lot more chaos going on in comparison to this build at the end of the day, where everything is now confined in roughly three very concise locations, versus that one was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations. Yeah, so I literally cut my space in half. Which I think that comes down to all the 1.1 features with vertical nudging and the personnel elevators. I think those alone made it so that I could spread power so much easier and just make, like, placing certain blueprints just that much easier too. But, yeah. I think that's what I'm going to call it. I think that was an absolutely amazing, time with Satisfactory. How do I do a thing here? The Pioneer. How do I make... How do I make myself like... Oh, here we go. Pioneer pose. There we go. Look into the camera. I think this is a really good place to end it off. There we go. Seeing that whole little design. Oh, I did notice though that I do have some booba. I do have some booba. Unless it's padding of the chest. But no, I do have booba. Wow. We finally got to play the superior gender this entire time. I didn't even notice. But with that being said, done chat, thank you all so much for watching. Even though, like I said, this game ended up falling off very hard because I just am not entertaining enough for people to watch during playing Satisfactory and whatnot. But at the very least, I did enjoy coming back to this game. It was a hell of a lot of fun. It's great to see myself improve while also just getting more efficient at the same time. Hopefully, this is the world where I actually, finally, well and truly, make it to the end where I finish the game, get the achievement, and hopefully I do before the 1-year marker, because I think it was, what, October 14th? No, I think it's October 11th, I think, actually. I think it was October 11th when the game came out, so technically I have just under 2 months if I want to make this world be my completion world at long last, but... who knows? I'll have to see and figure that out, because I know for a fact that I could reuse all that coal over there in that power in that coal factory. I can also make all those Mark 3s so that I can get even more coal power, especially now that I have all this steel operating. Once I get rid of stators and encased industrial beams, that's another coal node that I can dedicate into more power even further. So yeah, that's even further cementing that I don't think I need to make nuclear power. I just have to make nuclear builds, which is going to be the electromagnetic rods. But, yeah, that is going to be for my thing to figure out off stream. With that being said, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Blue Sky, subscribe on YouTube, visit me on YouTube, as per goddamn usual. I love every single one of you. Thank you for following this journey, and I'll see you on Tuesday, most likely, for Hollow Knight, maybe randomized. But until then, y'all, have a wonderful weekend, have a wonderful time, and I'll see you on Tuesday for whatever comes next.